Hey everybody, this is Dan with Learning to Smoke, and today we're going to be making a bacon weave breakfast fatty. If you're not familiar with these, what we do is we take bacon, we take sausage, we have eggs, cheese, onions, green bell peppers, and we also have some barbecue sauce that we'll slather on top near the end. But anyway, it makes a dynamite meal for breakfast, for any time of the day, for tailgating, whatever you want to do. Anyway, just follow along and we'll cook up a big old fatty together. There are many ways you can light up a grill, but what I'm going to do here is use this fire starter and just use this little lighter here and do that way today. All right, and then what I'm doing, you see this light's pretty fast, I'll put a coal over it, but anyway, what I'm going to do here is I'm just doing it on this side, and I'm just going to let it slowly go across the basket. So that's why I've got a chunk of wood right here, and then a chunk of wood over here. So that way it'll get that steady smoke there throughout the process. With our grill here, we got the cherry smoke rolling right now, and I'm going to go ahead and make it indirect heat. I'm going to go ahead and put the deflector in. I'm using a Kamado Joe Classic 3 today. I'm using the slow roller for my indirect heat there. I'm going to go ahead and put the grates in. And ideally, the temperature we want to get to is 275. So we'll go ahead, close this lid, adjust this damper a little bit. Let's see, okay. So I'll put it right about there, and we're good to go. For the bacon weave breakfast fatty, we're gonna need, obviously, bacon. And then I've got a pound of ground sausage. I've got some already cooked hash browns, about 3/4 of a cup. And then I've got diced green bell pepper, some diced onion, and with these, they are about, they're about 1/8 cup each, 1/8 to 1/4. And then cheese. You want to have a 1/2 cup of cheese, but I think I'm going to double it and do a full cup, which is here. And then some rub that you want to put on the meat. I'm going to go use this pork rub today from my home grill, Christy Vanover, over at Girls Can Grill. But anyway, so first we're going to start off making the bacon weave. The bacon weave in itself is an art form. At least that's what I like to tell people. So what we're going to do for that is lay it down on parchment paper. Last thing you'll notice, I got parchment paper down here over this cutting board, and the reason I have that is because when it's all done, we're going to roll this thing up, and we want to make sure that the parchment paper helps us roll it well, and we can also make sure that the bacon doesn't stick to other surfaces, and it'll just come right off the parchment paper. So anyway, so here we go. Do that. In fact, here, we'll put these strips closer together. Okay, so now the fun part. So now we got them laid across one way, we're going to start laying them this way. But what we're going to do is, let's take the even number ones and fold them back. Go ahead and lay down the first strip. Like that. So now we'll fold these back over, and I can see that's one part of it. So now for the next part, this will be a spot where we'll go the opposite way. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold these back, and we're going to take them back this way. So it's a lot of back and forth that you'll be doing here. This is the way I do it. I'm sure some people have other methods, but this is what works for me. Just a simple dude. Okay, so we're going back to the even numbers. Oh, that's odd. Go back to even numbers. Do that. And then, yep, we'll take it this way. Oh, look, this came with 11 strips, not 12. That's fun. Okay, because the recipe calls for 10 to 12, so I guess we're right in the middle of the sweet spot there. Now we'll fold these back. And then we'll do the last one. Back to the even numbered ones. There she is. Beauty, eh? So what we're going to do here is we're going to take our ground sausage. We're going to flatten it out. We want to flatten it out over the surface of this bacon weave that we've made. Try and get it over as much of it as we can. Spread it out. I may need to do this more in the center, actually. Might just be easier to rip it this way. And I'll put it over here. That way it looks more even. If I have excess bacon, then oh darn, I have excess bacon. What a rough problem to have, right? Now that I've done this, I'm gonna go ahead, take this pork rub, gonna sprinkle it all over the ground sausage. And then when I'm done wrapping this thing up, I'm gonna put some more pork rub on the bacon. So there we go. All right, now we get to lay in some of the fun stuff. Eggs. We got some scrambled eggs. I got 3 of them. So we're gonna go ahead and lay them in. Lay them in like that. And then we'll put the cheese on. Actually, you know what? Before we do the cheese, let's do some onions. We'll do some green bell peppers. These give them a good little crunch to it, as well as a little bit of flavor. And then we'll throw the cheese on top of that. Let's make this extra cheesy. All right. Let's get all that cheese on. Then we'll go with the hash browns. Like I said, the hash browns are pre-cooked, just like the eggs. We'll go ahead and sprinkle those on. Now here's the fun part. Now we get to roll up a fatty. So the best way to do this is I'm going to tuck these from the sides. When you're cooking outside, you'll notice that when you're using foil, parchment paper, whatever it is, that it tends to blow away very easily. So we don't want that. All right, so now what we're going to do is take this and roll up our fatty. Got to try and squeeze all the ingredients in. Make sure it's a good tight roll we got going on here. Pull back the parchment paper. Keep squeezing it in. And let's see it. Ta-da! We're bursting out the edges here, but we're gonna tuck that in. Stuff what we can in there and then fold it up. You may have some excess, and that is okay. You're stuffing it full of goodness. Can't complain there. I'll leave it on the parchment paper. I'm gonna season it with some more pork rub. Now we're gonna go ahead and toss this on the grill. Now we're gonna go ahead and toss this on the grill. Indirect heat, cherry wood smoke. 275 is the temp we're looking for. And go ahead and just put it on there like that. We'll come back and check on this probably about in an hour, because we're gonna cook it for about an hour, just over an hour, maybe hour 10, hour 20. And then I'm gonna put some barbecue sauce on it, but I'm gonna do that a little later. Stay tuned. It's been just over an hour now, so we're gonna go ahead and check this fatty here. Look at that color. Oh boy, that is beautiful. So now we're gonna go ahead and pour some barbecue sauce on there. Slather it in some sauce now. For this one, I'm actually using Meat Mitch. I think they have amazing barbecue sauce. I'm using the Womp Naked sauce. paint that on like I'm Bob Ross here. I don't want too thick of a layer. Just want a thin layer there. I mean, think of barbecue sauce, bacon, together. Oh, that's beautiful creation. But then, of course, everything inside with the ground sausage, the eggs and the cheese, and the other stuff. We're good. Okay, I'll let this cook probably about 5-10 more minutes, and then we'll take it off the grill. So, now we've been a total of about an hour 10, hour 15 minutes here. And would you just look at that pork fatty, or that breakfast fatty is looking awesome. Let's use the ThermoWorks ThermoPan here. We're at 148, which is great for pork there. So we can pull that off. I'm gonna go ahead and use my heavy duty spatula, get that off, put it on the cutting board. We're gonna let that rest for a little while. Now that we've got this breakfast fatty all ready, we're gonna go ahead and slice it up. Go ahead and turn it this way. Have it face more towards you. Take a look inside. Here. You tell me. Does that look pretty good? Oh, I think it looks amazing. It smells amazing. Wish you could see it in person. So here's that bite of the bacon weave breakfast fatty. Gonna go ahead and take a bite. Just kidding. So it's amazeballs, guys. You won't be disappointed with this fatty. Anyway, thanks for coming, checking out my video. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to follow me and check out my other videos. Thanks. Have a great day.